Well, folks, a quick glance at the clock tells me that not enough time has passed for this show to be over. So, in a vain attempt to pass some time, let's take a quick look at the garden, or rather, bring the garden to the studio. That would at least explain the smell. So let's welcome back our old friend, Ned the Gardener. So Ned, welcome back and Happy New Year to you.
Oh, well, thank you very much indeed, Paul.
Paul hasn't quite finished talking yet, Ned. So the new year has brought some upset to you, Ned.
Oh.
Would you like to tell our viewer what happened?
Indeed I would, Paul. Well, as you know, before Christmas what I like to do is I like to tidy up a little bit, keep everything, put it in its rightful place, let's say sweep away the last remnants of autumn. So you can understand my distress when I came back and I noticed that someone, or indeed something, had completely ransacked the garden.
Yeah. So we have a picture of what the garden usually looks like. Can we get that up, Colin? And a picture of what the garden looks like now. Right, you can definitely tell the difference between the two. So, Ned, do you have any theories as to who may have done this?
Well, I got a couple of theories actually, Paul. My first theory was that it was probably some of the local youth, getting in over the fence and fly tipping. My second theory was that it was like some neighbourhood dogs or some other household pets or even some local wildlife, burrowing in under the garden and coming up, but well, as you can see, the damage is not consistent. So, after a couple of minutes scratching my head, I came up with one more theory. It led me to this conclusion. It can only be the work of a chupacabra.
A chupacabra?
Indeed, Paul. A chupacabra.
Right. Will we get a picture of the chupacabra up, Colin? So just a few facts about the so-called chupacabra. The first sightings of the chupacabra were made in the early 90s. The creature was said to stalk the farms of Puerto Rico and Chile, feasting on the blood of livestock and, in particular, goats. Now, I'm not wishing to shit all over your theory here, Ned, but we don't live in Puerto Rico, and your track record with goats is, how shall we put this, not exactly clean.
What would you be referring to there, Paul?
Well, the last time you reared goats, Ned, you accused the local Indian curry house of, and I quote, bastarding stealing my goats and putting them in the curry.
To be fair,
before promptly vomiting over the Countess of Wessex, who happened to be visiting the studio at the time.
So are you accusing me of lying here, Paul?
I would never dream of such a thing, Ned. However, for the past 20 minutes your eyes have been fixated on the corner of the room. Has Elmer the Purple Elephant reappeared to you? Has he been offering you tacos again?
You doubt me too easily, Paul. You have no faith in anything. Well, I've got something. I got proof. Video proof. Colin, run the tape. Run it! Come here, you little bastard! Don't think you can outrun me! I've got my weapons here! I've got my gun! Well, it's not really a gun. No, I've got my dibber! I'd throw my dibber at you! I'd stick it so far up your arse so I could plant seeds with you! Don't think you can outrun me! I had this tractor MOT'd recently! Come back here, you little bastard! There now. What do you make of that?
Well, again, not wishing to poke holes in your flawless theory, Ned, and that proves two things. A, you own a car, and B, you might have been smoking a bit of the old Captain Underpants. That's a cheeky little reference to my interview with Keith Chetwin yesterday. So, sad as it is for me to say this, Ned, theory disproved. Arigato to you.
You know what you are, Paul? You're a bastard. You know that? You are a bastard in sheep's clothing. That's what you... I see. Getting security on, are you, eh? Getting security on? You think I'm talking a load of old bollocks, do you? You think you know what, this is... No, I'm not get off me! I'm not... Get off! God!
Well, folks, nothing to fear. Our specialists have arrived with the ketamine-based sleeping agent. They have the perilous task of subduing Ned. But coming up next, I'll be talking to Selina from Bedford, who apparently has 4 tapeworms living inside her, or she's just had a particularly nasty curry. But before that, we've got some adverts. Roll them, Colin.
Boom, boom, I can like it like a boom, 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 I can like a boom, 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 I can like it like a boom, boom, boom.